Hey guys, it's Richard and I am here to give you my predictions on the 2019 Oscar nominations, which will be announced in exactly 24 plus hours. But before that, I just want to give you a few updates on the award season so far. This video is being recorded right now, exactly the day after the PGA Awards, where Green Book won, to the shock of everyone. It was certainly a shock to me too. I mean, I was rooting for either BlacKkKlansman or A Star Is Born or Roma to win. And I gotta say, I've been seeing a lot of negative reactions on Twitter to Green Book, which I actually have no problem with Green Book winning. Fun fact, I actually saw Green Book at the Toronto International Film Festival, where they had Peter Farrelly, Viggo Mortensen, Mahershala Ali, Linda Cardellini, the composer, the screenwriter, and the producers were there. And when the movie was over, they had a 10-minute standing ovation. So I'm not shocked that Green Book managed to win the Toronto Film Festival top prize that year, and I'm not mad that it's been doing so well with, winning 3 Golden Globes, and now it's got the PGA award. But I do admit it's not the best film of the year, but I'm not mad. But now that it won the PGA, does that mean it's going to get nominated for Best Picture, but is it going to get nominated for Best Director for Peter Farrelly? There have only been 5 PGA winners that have won. There have only been 5 PGA winners that missed the Best Director Oscar nominations. They were Driving Miss Daisy, how ironic, Moulin Rouge, Apollo 13, what were the other ones? Little Miss Sunshine, and Argo. At this point, I am not predicting Peter Farrelly to get the Oscar nomination, but man, this award season is not, it's been so unpredictable, from Bohemian Rhapsody winning Best Drama Film at the Golden Globes over Star Is Born and Klansman, which I enjoyed that film, but I don't think Bohemian is a great film, to Regina King, who is winning everything, but then she misses Best Supporting Actress nom at BAFTA and SAG, and so that's been crazy. Yeah, this is got to be probably the most wide open award race that I've seen in the last few years, which makes it even more exciting. But so let's go over my predictions for the Oscar nominations. This is going to be part 1. We're going to do the below the line categories, and we will have a part 2 for the above the line categories. Okay, so our first category is Best Original Song, which I haven't heard a lot of the best song contenders this year, but I do have predicted Shallows, A Star Is Born, All the Stars, Black Panther. I'm throwing in a Mary Poppins Return song, so we've got Triple Little Life Fantastic, even though I prefer Imagine That, or what's the other one? Oh, Cover Is Not the Book. But I'm going for Triple Little Life Fantastic. And the other two, we have I'll Fight by RBG, because you've always got a documentary in there, and Revelation by Boy Erased, because it was a Golden Globe nominee, and I don't think Boy Erased is going to be showing up anywhere else. I don't think Nicole Kidman is getting the Supporting Actress nomination, but I feel like song is Boy Erased's best spot to get in. Best Original Score, we have If Beale Street Could Talk, First Man, which won the Critics' Choice and the Globe, Mary Poppins Returns, I have Isle of Dogs, which is popping up everywhere, and I'm going with a No Guts, No Glory pick with Terrence Blanchard for BlacKkKlansman, because he is a veteran who has never been nominated for anything. So if they're going to give Spike Lee his overdue director nom, I think they're going to give Terence Blanchard his Best Original Score nom. Overdue. Cinematography, we have Roma, A Star Is Born, The Favourite, First Man, and If Beale Street Could Talk. Best visual effects, I have Avengers Infinity War, which is my personal favourite, Black Panther, which won the Critics' Choice, First Man. I'm putting in First Man even though I've been hearing it's mostly practical effects and it did miss the Visual Effects Society nomination, but I'm throwing it in there. Ready Player One, because it's all special effects, and I'm throwing in Mary Poppins Returns because I think that does qualify as special effects. Everyone's been saying that the live action and traditional animation combination is not technically special effects, but I don't know, that didn't stop Who Framed Roger Rabbit from winning this this category back in 1988. But so I'm putting in Mary Poppins Returns. For production design, I have Black Panther, The Favourite, First Man, Crazy Rich Asians, and Mary Poppins Returns. For costume, I have Mary Poppins Returns, Black Panther, The Favourite, Mary Queen of Scots, and Bohemian Rhapsody. For best makeup and hair, I don't understand why we only have to have 3. Why can't we have 5 in this bloody category? It would round things off. But for free, I am going with Vice, which won the Critics' Choice Award, Stan and Ollie, because they turned John C. Reilly into one of half of the Laurel and Hardy group with the fat suits, and for the third spot, I am putting in Bohemian Rhapsody. There's a lot of wigs in that movie, and Rami Malek has the front teeth and the prosthetic nose. There could be a lot more contenders in this category, like maybe Mary Queen of Scots, but Bohemian Rhapsody did get this nomination at Critics' Choice and BAFTA. So I'm going with those 3, Vice, Stan and Ollie, and Bohemian Rhapsody. For film editing, now this was the hardest one to pick. I am choosing my nominees based on who showed up at Critics' Choice, BAFTA, and the ACE, which is the American Cinema Editors Award. We have First Man, The Favourite, and Vice, all 3 of which showed up at BAFTA, ACE, and the Critics' Choice. My final 2 for the category are Star, which got everything except BAFTA, and the 5th spot will be Bohemian Rhapsody, which got BAFTA and ACE. And there's been this narrative around the fact that because it had 2 directors, it had a troubled production. Everyone has been saying that the editor, I can't remember his name, someone Ottman, they are saying the editor saved Bohemian Rhapsody, and he is a previous BAFTA winner for The Usual Suspects back in the mid-90s. And after Bohemian Rhapsody won Best Picture Drama at the Globes, it's probably going to get in for Best Picture, not Best Screenplay or Best Director. So I think it's going to get that Best Editing nomination. It's probably to go with its Best Picture nomination. For Best Animated Feature, this was so easy. I'm going with the Golden Globes and the Critics' Choice 5. Incredibles 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Isle of Dogs, and Mirai. I'll be so angry if The Grinch gets nominated. I was so bored of that movie. So, just hated that film. Okay, and our last two categories is sound editing, sound mixing. I don't know how to differentiate the two, so I'm just going to pick 5 for both categories. I know I'll be wrong, but I'll know that all 5 films showed up in either category. So I've got A Star is Born and Bohemian Rhapsody because concert movies, and they tend to do so well in this category, like Whiplash did. Even La La Land got both sound nominations a few years ago. So Star is Born and Bohemian Rhapsody. Quiet Place, which when it came out, everyone was praising it and saying that its most likely spot at the Oscars was sound editing or mixing because it's a mostly silent movie, and that was the movie's selling and most creative selling point about that film. In 4th place, Mission Impossible Fallout, because no Mission Impossible movie has ever gotten an Oscar nomination, not in any category, and it's been widely hailed as the best action film of the year. I don't agree with that, but it won Best Action Film at the Critics' Choice Award, and I think they're gonna want to give this franchise its overdue recognition, and I think sound is its best spot. And for the 5th place, I have First Man. First Man. In fact, those are the BAFTA 5, surprisingly. Okay, so that is our below the line categories. I'm not going to do the short films. I am not going to do foreign as well because I haven't seen all the foreign films, but I do know that Roma will be winning Best Foreign Film. So tune into my next video for the above the line categories: screenplay, acting, directing, and picture.